Y'all already know who it is. Cowboy Nation, stand up, baby. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to Will McClay. Shout out to Stephen Jones. Shout out to Jerry Jones. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm saying it. I can't believe this happened. The Dallas Cowboys actually made a move right before free agency, baby. Resigning Osa Odighizuwa. Hold on, let me hit it like this. Osa Odighizuwa. Yes, sir. Here we go, baby. I gotta give them their props. Cowboy Nation, you gotta give the front office their props today, baby. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys front office for making this move. Hey, they deserve a round of applause, baby. I'm gonna give them folks a round of applause for that one, baby. Cowboy Nation, y'all already know who it is. It's your guy Majestic Sounds. Welcome to the Gridiron Sports Podcast. I can't believe it. The Dallas Cowboys actually do something on time. They actually re-signed a defensive lineman by the name of Osa Odighizuwa. Now, some of y'all probably don't know him, probably ain't heard too much about him because Michael Parsons, D-Law get all the attention when it comes to the defensive front line. But Osa Odighizuwa is worthy of the money he got. He's been playing very, very good as of late. So his contract is a 4-year deal, $80 million. Come on, somebody. That boy got bread. He got that bag now. Hey, front office, I gotta give y'all props on that, baby. 4-year deal, $80 million. $58 million guaranteed. Somebody help me say guaranteed. Hold on. Guaranteed, baby. Ooh, yeah. And guess what else? That ain't even it. $20 million of it was a signing bonus just for signing it, baby. So shout out to Osa Odighizuwa. Shout out to Will McClay. Shout out to Shotty. Hey, man, look, I already know they had something to do with it to make that happen. And you know, we just got to solidify that position. You know, defensive lineman, 3-tech, 2-tech lineman don't grow on trees, baby. So when you got you a good one, you got to keep it, baby. It's just like being in a relationship. You got you a good man, you got you a good woman, you better keep them. Somebody says cheaper to keep them. It's cheaper to keep them. Hey, so look, I got some more news too. Hold on. Let me go and hit my button. So the breaking news, also in addition with the Osa Odighizuwa, you know what I'm saying? That's a long name, Osa Odighizuwa. So along with that, the Cowboys signed special team specialist CJ Goodwin to a 1-year deal. So we're going to keep him around. He is a special team specialist. So shout out to CJ Goodwin. And not only that, they restructured CeeDee Lamb's contract, who signed the contract last season at the beginning of the season. Somewhere right before the season started. You know, they waited till the 11th hour to do that. So we got a CeeDee Lamb contract restructured, which gave us $20 million on cap space, baby. Come on, baby. Give Dallas Cowboys a round of applause. Give that front office a round of applause for that, man. Clap your hands for that. Finally, somebody help me say finally we're making moves on time. And we're making the correct moves. And so, hey, re-signing Osa Odighizuwa, restructuring CeeDee Lamb's contract, and also signing CJ Goodwin right before free agency kick off. Man, I can't complain. That's great. That's great news, because you already know what we do. We normally just make 1 or 2 moves and sit on our hands the rest of the offseason. But this move these, you can call them 3 moves if you want to. These 3 moves are being done right before free agency start, so that other teams won't have the opportunity to grab Osa Odighizuwa. So that was great, a great move, great timely move. Then you freed up cap space so you can make more moves during free agency. Come on, somebody. Hey, what else can you ask for? And I'm looking for them to do some more restructuring of some old contracts. Maybe Dak Prescott, who's getting $60 million. Now listen, I am a fan of Dak Prescott. That is my quarterback. Let's not forget, he was runner-up MVP 2023. Only 10 interceptions, which he told us, I'm only going to have 10 interceptions. I'm going to always bring it up, Cowboy Nation. Now, I want to talk about one more thing. Let me hit my button for you one more time. All right, so Kevontae Turpin, my dog, is a restricted free agent. So he's going to get $5.3 million, but it's also a tender on it, a second round tender, meaning that if a team want him, they got to give up a second round pick and they got to offer him a contract, and Dallas will have the opportunity to match the contract and keep him after the 2025 season if they desire to. Now, Cowboy Nation, we all remember what happened with Tony Pollard. They didn't re-sign Tony Pollard and he walked, and the Tennessee Titans signed him and gave him some good money. I don't have the contract right before me, but trust me when I tell you, they gave him some good money. And Tony offered to take lesser money to stay with Dallas. They didn't give him no contract. They didn't match the contract, or didn't they and he was even nice enough to say, I'll even take less than what Tennessee offered. But Dallas didn't match the contract. They didn't even offer him a contract. So with that being said, look what happened this past season without a Tony Pollard. The running game suffered tremendously without Tony Pollard. So we don't need to make that same mistake with Kevontae Turpin. We just don't need to make that same mistake. Now, Cowboy Nation, if we lose Kevontae, we losing a whole lot. We already lost a lot with Tony. We don't need to lose Kevontae after the 2025 season. So I need the front office to go ahead and get him a contract ready. He need a long-term contract. He's been healthy. He ain't injury prone. He helping your offense from a wide receiver perspective. And he's so good on special teams. Your special teams became your offense because your offense was struggling. We couldn't score in the red zone. How many times I'm gonna have to talk about this, Cowboy Nation? We could not score in the red zones. And I got to be honest, you are not going to win against good offensive teams by kicking field goals. You got to score in the red zone. So do we want to continue to have that problem? Of course not. So hopefully they'll keep him and they would do what they need to do in free agency. Everybody's talking about DK Metcalf coming over to Dallas. Well, hey, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with T. Higgins. That's who I prefer. DK Metcalf is fine with me too. Cooper Kupp is fine with me too. Devontae Adams, some content creators talking about Devontae Adams. He's cheaper than Cooper Kupp. He's probably going to be cheaper than Amari Cooper. But all I'm saying is CeeDee Lamb needs some help on the other side. I mean, how long we going to say that? No disrespect to any other wide receiver we currently have on the roster, but come on. We got to have somebody out there that the defense is going to respect. They got to respect a Devontae Adams. They got to respect a T. Higgins. They got to respect an Amari Cooper. They got to respect a DJ Metcalf. They got to respect a Cooper Kupp. Hey, man, look. Hey, all them people can add something to our team from an offensive perspective at the wide receiver spot. And then you can just move CeeDee Lamb around like we do anyway. Just keep moving him around. Move him in the slot. It don't matter. Put him in the backfield. Put Kevontae in the backfield. It don't matter. Just long as you keep Kevontae and long as you bring in another wide receiver to help our offense so we can score in the red zone. And then you still can draft a wide receiver. You still can draft a running back. You can draft 2 running back. And I'm hearing rumors about us drafting a quarterback. Hey, look. You can do that in the 5th round. Because we don't have a 4th rounder this year. Trey Lance was our 4th round pick. So that was a bummer. But that's neither here nor there at this point. my point to you guys, Cowboy Nation, is simply this. We got to keep Cavante, and we got to add another wide receiver out of free agency and out the draft. You can double dip in the draft for a running back if you just want to do that. You can go in free agency and get you a Nick Chubb. It doesn't matter. Well, he stay hurt. Well, hey, I'd rather have Nick Chubb than nobody. So you bring in Nick Chubb and you still can draft. You can double dip in the draft, as my boy Law Nation say, on the running back position. You can. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt you. So do that. Grab your corner. We still need a corner. So right now, Trayvon Diggs bone to bone in his knee. So it's gonna be a while before he come back. So we down a corner. Hey, we gotta re-sign J. Lou, Jordan Lewis, whom I'm going to do a video on. Shout out to you, J. Lou. I am going to do a video on you. And so Cowboy Nation, y'all be looking out for that. I'll be doing that. And we got a couple of stones we just need to turn. Linebacker room pretty thin. My boy Opa still injured. He assures us that he's healing properly and he's coming back. And then look at the offensive line. We're losing a first ballot Hall of Famer in Zach Martin. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Who really can replace him? But we got to try. We got to try. We need a good offensive line if we're going to have a good running game. It's multiple things that go into having a good running game. You got to have a good running back and a good offensive line. So we're going to have to replace Zach Martin, and we got to do it soon. Soon and very soon. So Cowboy Nation, that is the latest news on the Dallas Cowboys in the front office and what they got going. Like I said, normally they sit on their hands, but they making moves right now. They making moves, baby. They making moves. And I'm proud of them. I'm happy to be a fan. And who knows, Shotty and the coaching staff might just surprise us. We might get to the playoffs, might even get to the Super Bowl. Who knows? All I'm telling you is, I'm not going to grade them. Not yet. We got to give Shotty a shot. Give Shotty a shot. Give a shot. Why not? Why not? All right, look at all the coaches that's available. Look at all the coaches that's available. Okay? Pete Carroll, gone. He's not available. He's not. Bill Belichick, gone to college. Arguably, he don't want to be there. That's debatable, but he's not available. The point I'm making is, all these coaches we crying about and screaming about, they ain't available. The best ability is availability. And that's the best ability when you are available. These coaches not available. Other teams got them. And one can argue Dallas waited too long. That's neither here nor there at this point. Let's not cry over spilled milk. They made their decision with Brian Schottenheimer. So let's roll with Shotty. Let's see what him and his coaching staff can do. They say they're going to run the ball. We're going to be a run-dominant team. Well, hey, I'm all for it. Championships really won by running the ball, time of possession, and a good defense. Hey, man, you can throw the ball all over the field if you want to, but, hey, that's not a guarantee you're going to win a Super Bowl doing that. Just throwing the ball and filling up the stat sheet. But if you can control the time of possession and you can get off the field from a defensive perspective and give your offense back the ball, 9 times out of 10 you can get to the playoffs and the Super Bowl doing that with that type of philosophy and game plan. So hey, that's what Shotty say they gonna do. Stephen Jones promised they gonna make moves in free agency, and so far, hey, they have, right before free agency. So they solidified our defensive lineman Osa Odighizuwa with the 4-year contract with all that big boy money. Shout out to him. The boy got the bag. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. And I'm happy for the front office for getting that done. Now, we need y'all to get some more stuff done. Somebody said that ain't over till the fat lady sing. So fat lady ain't tuning up. We got a little while longer in free agency, and we got a little while longer before the draft. So let's give them an opportunity to do what they supposed to do. during our off season, and then we'll move on to the preseason, then we'll move on to the regular season, and we'll judge them accordingly. Let's just sit back and see what they can do. But thus far, I am thoroughly impressed. I just don't want them to sit on their hands during free agency. So far, so good, Cowboy Nation. That's my time. I truly thank you all for your time. Remember, make sure y'all subscribe to this particular channel, and then sharing is caring. Share this content. Share it with a friend. Share it with a family member. Share it with your significant other. Share it with your coworker, and then share it with your enemy. And maybe y'all might just become cool after talking about the Dallas Cowboys. DC for life. Somebody remember Gallagher. Hold on, we're gonna go out like this though. See y'all next time.